Hello and welcome to another Maggie's beer review news article, sort of. So, Roger Protz, the famous writer, has identified 10 of the best British beer breweries that you may or may not have heard of or had a beer from. So, Arkell's of Swindon. Been brewing since 1843 and has 90 pubs in Wiltshire. It was actually in Wiltshire at Ramsbury Brewery we were. Yeah, I can't say I've ever had an Arkell's beer either, so interesting. Next up, Bafham's, Brierley Hill, West Midlands. They own 12 pubs and supply 54-gallon hogsheads of bitter to some of them. And again, Bafham's. Can't say that I've ever had a Bafham's beer. So yeah, interesting. Definitely. Most of us have had one of these. Brains Brewery in Cardiff. Yeah. Brains are everywhere. It's a strange one to put on the list of 10 breweries, that you may not have had a beer from. They've been... So actually, for me, Brains, they're in supermarkets. They're quite. I don't agree with that, but interesting to see what somebody from a beer writing point of view, and then somebody from a beer reviewer point of view. So anyway, Cameron's, Hartlepool, County Durham. Cameron's, they used to have beers in supermarkets at one stage. I actually reviewed a Cameron's beer the other week. So again, Cameron's is an enigma. It's one of the biggest breweries in Britain with a capacity of 600,000 barrels a year. But it's scarcely known outside the northeast. It lived for years in the shadow of Newcastle and Vore breweries. I don't even know the Vore brewery. Elgoods, and again, Elgoods for me. We have Elgoods sometimes in Nottingham, and they're from Wisbeck, Cambridgeshire way. And it says here, the Fendon Breweries are fine Georgian buildings alongside the River Nene, founded in 1795. And again, Elgoods, their plum porter is probably one of the best plum porters out there. Still haven't bloody had it. It was somewhere, and I'm waiting for it to come out. I saw a pump clip yesterday at the Castle Rock Bread and Bitter pub, and it's certainly something to get me up to that pub. Next up on the list is Feeling Foal in Llanelli. And again, Feeling Foal, Welsh brewery. I've had quite a few of their beers. So again, interesting that should be on the list, Now here's one I've never actually heard of. McMullen, and they're from Hertford. Family brewery dating back from 1827. So another one, Palmer's, from Bridport in Dorset. We actually went to Dorset last year or the year before now, and to Badger Brewery and all them, and we went into a pub with Palmer's on. So I know Palmer's quite well, and for me, it's a brewery I know, and it's interesting. Do we know these breweries? Mega breweries that you may or may not have heard of. It's quite interesting, So here's another one. Tracker House in the Leithen Borders. Who the fuck's at that door? So I'm back, and somebody at the front door. So yeah, Tracker House in the Leithen Borders. was an 18th century brewery. Fell out of use in 1965. They decided to resume production, and yeah, I have never heard of them. So here's another one. Wadworth Devisers in Wiltshire. Wadworth 6X. Yeah, I'm not so sure. This is a, Wadworth are a brewery that's been in supermarkets for as long as I can remember. So I'm surprised that this one has made the list. There's got to be others. Do you agree? Have you had beers from all these breweries? It'd be very interesting to note whether you have or haven't. Literally, I have from at least half of those breweries. I've had beers. So, yeah, interesting. Thank you for watching. See you soon.